Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Say What You Like podcast. I'm your host, Philip Enriquez, and today I am joined by two longtime Dallas Cowboys fans, George and Anthony Becerra.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
How's it going, everyone?
Okay, and what we're going to do here tonight is we're going to review the big Sunday night football game. The Cowboys are coming off a 29-23 overtime win on Sunday Night Football over the division rival Philadelphia Eagles. And what everybody was talking about was the big quarterback matchup between Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz was owning the game early. He was coming early and often with his little dink and dunk passes. He ended up going 32 for 43 for 202 yards and a touchdown. But his average per pass was only 4.7. And as the game waned on, the Dallas Cowboys defense was able to own in and take away the short slants and the bubble screens that they were throwing. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, as much as we expected him to outshine Wentz, he was struggling through most of the second and third quarters of the game. I saw a lot of high passes. I saw a lot of low passes. He was off target. He looked rattled by the Philadelphia defense. He just, for the first time all year, he looked like a rookie. What did you guys see?
Well, first of all, the game plan for me that they had instilled for this game was completely off. They went away with what was working for Dak, because as Dak goes, the team goes. In other words, offensive line is there, running back is there. You got a playmaker at almost every position. So all year, Dak has been the percentage guy, and not only dinks, but some beautiful passes. So where was Beasley? That's my thing, Phil. Where was Beasley at? Not until the end of the game did they implement Beasley and they started to row.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like early on, Dez and Dak were trying to get into a rhythm together. You know, Dez Bryant was out for the previous 3 games, and I feel like maybe they were a bit out of rhythm. But in the end, Dez ended up with 4 receptions for 113 yards and a touchdown. And he did hit Dez early on that 53-yard long TD pass, and they ended up scoring on that drive. But again, like the second and third quarter, they just seemed off. And the Eagles were bringing it with Darren Sproles carried the ball 15 times for 86 yards, 5.7 yards per carry. And Dallas had a problem with that. You know, the only thing that I seen that I saw was early on in the game, Jordan Matthews, who finished with 11 receptions for just 65 yards, which is an average of 5.9 per catch. I mean, that just shows you how Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, their game plan was to dink and dunk down the field on the Dallas Cowboys defense, and it worked. But in the fourth quarter, Dak worked his magic. What did you think about Dak in the fourth quarter and overtime?
Again, I go back to the game plan that they had instilled in the beginning of the game. The fourth quarter in OT, in particular, OT is when they went ahead and they started using Beasley more, and they started spreading the ball more, and finally they went in there and punched it in, and Dak was able to do what Dak does.
Right, and he found Witten in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Old man Witten. Everybody says he's too slow. Everybody says he's too old. He can't move anymore. He's not good anymore. And what does he do? I mean, he comes in and he shows us his clutch gene and he wins the game for us. I mean, Cowboys Nation, I mean, how about them Cowboys, guys?
That's right.
That's right. You know what? And, all due respect to the coaches, the play calling was definitely not what Dak is normally used to. But when it came time for him to come through, he did come through, as well as the defense came through.
Definitely. Blue, that was a very good analysis by your part, because the defense, and even Dak Prescott admitted this in the post-game interview, the defense kept me in this game. If the defense didn't hold Philadelphia in that fourth quarter, there would be no comeback possible for Dak and the Cowboys offense.
That's true.
But in the end, Cowboys win this game, division rival, 29-23 in overtime, and now they are not just in sole first place of the NFC East, but in first place in the entire NFC.